Damn, that's some good tea, boy. Got the Monster Energy Supercross official video game DLC compound that should have been in there from day one, but let's go in here and check it out. So let's put this on that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is technically like a free ride track here. I was kind of wondering if it was going to have AI because it actually allowed me to choose the AI difficulty there. So I was a little bit confused by that. But yes, this is what was supposed to be in this game, dude. A lot of people got it so caught up, like acting like the game could only have the replica Supercross tracks on it. To all of you people out there that were saying that, all of you guys that were like, oh, Spencer, it's the official Monster Energy Supercross game, so it's only supposed to have the replica Supercross tracks. What do you call this? It's like, dude, it's not that big of a problem. Oh, I love getting stuck on shit and then not knowing how to get off of it. That is wonderful. Return to pit, thank God. Okay, but you know what I'm saying though? Like a lot of people, that was kind of their thought process at the very beginning was like, well, it's titled the official Monster Energy Supercross game, so you can't have anything else in the game. Like, I mean, they were acting like you couldn't have any motocross tracks, you couldn't have any just random outdoor supercross tracks, and it's like, dude, you can still have that in the game no matter what it's titled. You can still have little fun compound tracks and all kinds of stuff. And that's something I was really trying to stress at the beginning is like, dude, they can have more content than just that even in a official Monster Energy Supercross game. So, wow, does this not look damn near almost exactly like that PUBG map? Why am I getting that feeling so much right now? Like the mountains in the background almost look identical to that. Oh, that's kind of funny, dude. But yeah, I apologize for not covering the Monster Cup DLC. I thought that was definitely not worth my money at all, so I didn't even buy that. But I really just bought this to kind of come in here and check this out because apparently it's kind of like a little bit more of a motocross track and kind of like a compound free ride type of sense. So yeah, this is my first time ever riding on it here, by the way, as well. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, dude, this would have been so easy to have just had this in the game from the beginning. Like, people hate on me, but it's like, dude, just look at the facts of it. Look at the truth. You're paying an extra $5 on top of the $60 for something that could have easily been in there from the get-go and has been in a lot of these recent MXGP games. You know, you've had your compounds on your MXGP games that'll have Supercross tracks, a little like Supercross compound style track. Then you have like a motocross track within the compound track, and it's kind of like free ride mixed into all of it there. And they've been having that, and they had two strokes in their MXGP game. Then all of a sudden, the official Monster Energy Supercross game comes out, and they strip away two strokes, strip away the compound, strip away all this shit, and now we're getting it in DLC? I don't know, man. It gives me a sour taste in my mouth when companies do that. It's like they obviously could have had that in there, but they just didn't. I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. It's a little bit frustrating, but I guess here we are. Here we have it now. So yeah, I'm noticing not very many big jumps on the free ride portion over here. It's like basically all flat. Maybe I'm just not riding on the right spot. Does that almost looks identical to the desert PUBG map out there to the right. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, nonetheless, yes, it is cool to see it. Yes, thank God they put something in here besides just another stadium supercross track. Good God, bro. Like, thank God they finally, put something different than that. And that's what I was kind of getting across the beginning. They could still have all the replica Supercross tracks in their official Monster Energy Supercross game, but then, oh, there's a little jump. Okay, now we're getting to some cool shit. Whoa, Betsy. Dude, I can't even tell if I'm playing PUBG or a motocross game right now. This is hilarious. So, yeah, but that's what I was saying, though, is they could still have these little, cool extra biomes put into the game with little outdoor you could have like an outdoor supercross snow track, outdoor Supercross desert track like this right here, they still could have had that from the beginning, dude. And it would have helped the game out so much with that kind of repetitive feeling that you get when you're just racing on the same exact looking tracks, because they all kind of have that Monster Energy Supercross official feel to them. But I think this is a massive thing that these milestone games need, is these little extra biome style tracks and a little bit extra content in there track wise. I think that'll help these games a ton in the future. And when I made my kind of speculation DLC video for this game, I was speaking about how this would have been one possibility, even though it was going to be kind of a far stretch, I would have thought. How you could have had like some sort of a motocross, just random biome style motocross track on it. It's interesting that they just come out with a free ride track like this, though. It's bizarre, man. It is just bizarre. And then we've got MXGP Pro coming out in getting squirrely, dog. In, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. And so is that game going to have these sort of compoundy style tracks, or is that just going to be all MXGP tracks that we've already rode on a million times? That was my whole MO, my whole point to the very, very beginning, and sort of my somewhat dislike for some of these milestone games is it's just when you try to make a motocross game that only has one specific type of replica series in it, it's just your content is stripped in that sense. Because if you're just making a MXGP only game, or you're making a official Supercross only game, or you're making a Lucas Oil AMA National only game, and you don't have any other tracks in that game, that shit's lacking, dude. There's no other way to say it. It's gonna be lacking in track content. You need more than that in motocross games. And I feel like it's proven here that they're coming out with DLC that's literally like the farthest thing from what the official Monster Energy Supercross game is in DLC. There's not a soul, I don't think, that thought that this was really going to be put into this game right here. I don't think that they thought that. If anything, we were thinking just like a compound, like a Supercross outdoor compound track or something, not like a motocross track in the Supercross game. So it just goes to show you, dude, like, it does not matter what the title of the game is. It can have anything in it. It just doesn't matter, You still need to have that certain amount of content in there. So, but yeah, as far as visually, it looks good without a doubt right here. It's like basically on the level of PUBG, so that just kind of goes to show you, kind of gives you that pretty realistic PC graphical look to it. Got a lot of these just kind of long, plainsy type sections where you're not really jumping anything. You're just kind of like going over these rolling hills over here. So, yeah, that can feel a little bit on the boring side. Not like, okay, let's see if we can hit this jump right here. Okay, finally we come off of some kind of jump face there. But, yeah, you can see very, very plainsy kind of feel to it. And you're just kind of like gassing it all the way through through these plains type sections here. And you basically get to that point where you're just like maximum speed. Let me see if I can, let's go to the return to pit, bike setup. Not that. Let's see, gear ratio. Let's go to long gears. And then all of that maxed out. Okay. All right, let's get her on the long gears here. So hopefully we'll be getting some more top speed rolling. All right, riding a wheelie for a decade and a half. Okay, can we get to 100 miles an hour in this motherfucker? I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's see. 76. Looks like that's about the limit. But, yeah, nonetheless, it's cool to see. But it's hard to deny the should have been in there, shoulda, coulda, woulda. That whole thought process has to hit your head, dude. It just has to. I don't know how it couldn't hit your head. You are so blindly in love with this game if that did not hit your head. Like, MXGP 3 had a compound on it, MXGP2, did it have a compound on it? I know for a fact MXGP3 did. You guys remember that little compound where you just ride all over the place? Had a motocross track on it, just like random motocross track, and I think it had like a little random supercross track on it as well. But and then this game comes out, and it's like, hey, you want that compound that you got in the last game? Nah, you're gonna have to pay $5 extra for it. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just $5 extra. You'll get it. Should have been in there, but $5 more, and you will still get what should have already been in the game from the day one beginning. Oh, gotta love these companies, bro. But I'm the bad guy out here. Everybody hates me. Oh, God, Spencer Turley, why are you just hating on this game? You just hate on everything. You just hate all these motocross games, boy. But yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad. At least there's some people out there that understand. Dude, it's just the fighting the good fight. That's all there is to my videos and everything that I do. It's not just this like random bias. Oh, is that a little corner practice fucking rut in a circle? Okay, I like this. Okay, that's a nice little touch. Nice little addition. Cool, dog. I like this right here. I mean, and you people that have really watched my videos on this game, like, you will notice the positive things that I've said about it. It's not all negative. Whoa, dude, I really have to focus here for a minute. Oh, dude, ring around the rosy, baby. Ooh, yeah, about maximum speed right there. Sorry, I'm probably making you guys throw up on YouTube. It's my bad. But yeah, I mean, the people that have been watching my videos, all of my videos, and don't just hear one little bad thing I say and then like totally block out every other thing I say about the game. Oh, these fences are a mother trucker. You will realize that it's positive and negative. It's hilarious. It's like, no, dog. If or MXGP Pro comes out and it's amazing, I'm going to tell you that it's amazing. It's not a matter of just like company biased fanboyisms. That's not what it is, dude. It's just me talking straight from what I'm seeing, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, as far as this little compound right here, I mean, you guys are seeing what you're getting. It's got the motocross portion on it. There we go again. Return to pit. Okay, so you got SX track over here, MX track over there, so you can actually run time trials on either one of these tracks. So it kind of got you that desert western PUBG map style to it. Some cacti off in the distance. So yeah, I mean, it's not like anything crazy, like we've never seen this sort of biome, but you can tell there's definitely been some detail work done on the track. You can definitely, I mean, just look, it looks pretty good as far as visually, and I expect nothing less than that from, Milestone at this point, because they're the head honchos on the graphical side of these motocross games. So, nice little wood section. I like to see that. Another little wood section. So, is this supposed to be the Supercross track, or is this the motocross track? Pretty sure this is supposed to be the Supercross track, but I guess there's like basically no rhythms to it at all. Guess it's like a very, very, beginner compound style Supercross track to some degree. So yeah, either way, got a couple little whoop section, whoop roller, very, very mellowed out Supercross track right here though. Oh, sliding over it. Now I can go back to the, let's see, return to pit, bike setup. Now I can go back to the shorter gears with this thing. So, but yeah, I mean, visually, it looks amazing. Not really like the biome is super, super special. It's not something crazy like, whoa, this is wild. I've never seen this before. I mean, I've seen a boo-koodles of MX simulator tracks look very, very similar to this. Just kind of that western desert style biome to it. But yeah, visually though, definitely looking good here. As far as like the way the track portions of it feel, I mean, it's about just your standard, what you would expect. Nothing crazy here. It's not like you got some crazy big jump rhythm or a 300-foot freestyle or free ride jump. Nothing like that's really on the track. The motocross portion, it's interesting, isn't it, how they put the motocross track in the Supercross game. It's just, that just proves to everybody, like, dude, it can have a motocross track. So, jump all the way up to that. Okay. I'm pretty sure you could probably jump that to there. But yeah, kind of goes into that whole thought process like I was talking about of the MXGP Pro. Once that comes out and it's got more of a physics system than this, I just don't see people really continuing to play this game. I just honestly don't see that. And are they really going to add Supercross tracks into MXGP Pro? Like, you see where my sort of thought process comes from of how they're splitting the games up all over the place. You can see that they're almost confused as to what they're doing because they're putting a motocross track freeride compound into their official Monster Energy Supercross game that didn't have any of that from the beginning. You can see they're starting to scramble. You understand what I'm saying? You can see they're starting to realize, whoa, okay, we're trying to put this in here, we're trying to put that in there. Man, just put them all in one game. This could have all just been in one game. You could have waited until June to release your official Monster Energy Supercross mixed with MXGP Supermoto Mecha game with pro physics and normal physics, and this compound track and whatever compound track you were going to have on MXGP Pro would have had 2 compound tracks in that motherfucker. I almost feel like that would even be more profitable to them than like coming out with these separate games, because it just splits that fan base when you're splitting the games like that. I don't know. It's one thing to innovate and like, make your game better quite a few times throughout the year. Like, that's one thing, but it's just like, dude, you're going to have to figure out something here. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. What do I know out here? I'm just a normal guy, just giving my opinions. That's all there is to it, boy. Okay, so this is basically the coolest part on the entire track, is this little rock section over here. This is so crazy how much this looks like PUBG. Like, the graphical, they must use the exact same engine as PUBG because it looks damn near identical. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, those rocks, I don't even know how to explain it, but they almost look exactly the same. That is just, it's so weird when you get on when you actually get on a track that looks like that. But I mean, you always got to give them a round of applause for the visual aspects of the game. Looks amazing, right? I mean, I'm not sitting here saying it doesn't look good. It definitely does look good, just like the rest of the game. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's like I want this track in the MXGP Pro game. Am I going to be able to do that? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets to that certain point there where it's like, damn it, I want all of these tracks to be put into that. I hate to see where the tracks just get put into one game and then they come out with the next game and then you're on these new set of tracks and you can't ride on any of the older tracks. They need to put some kind of system in there where it's almost, whoa, let me just grind that barbed wire fence. No popping tires out here, boy. We only pop wheelies, not popping tires. It's like maybe they could put a system in there where it's almost like all of their older stuff is put into the newer games track-wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would just be so cool. And it's so sad because it's like they have so much content when you look back at all of their games in the past. Like, there's actually quite a bit of content there, but they're just split between 10 different games. So it doesn't feel like very much content, you see? So if they can get their head on straight with that, I feel like they could really be getting these games somewhere. Combined with that pro physics system that they're trying to come out with, there's a lot of potential in the future for these milestone games, man, for sure. So either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.